Put it in it. So the People's Mic and Jimmy People. Introduce yourself.
Alphonse, Fabian.
I just had a sandwich, so if I smell like onions and
Zach Benzing.
Zach Benzing.
Peter Wong. How are you guys?
Peter Wong. What's going on? Let me turn this down. How about that?
We were just talking about fights growing up. That's what we were just on. And I think if you get into a fight past the age of 15, you're kind of a loser.
Yeah.
15?
No.
I'll piggyback.
No.
15, 16,
No.
I don't know. I think past junior, I think you're a
through
loser.
college and occasional bar fight. That
But those are
doesn't end in,
different.
like,
No, but like 15,
Like
16, people surround you and they're like, fight. College fights or something, like you were saying before.
In
You
our
expect people
generation,
break it up.
there was that kid who just had a fight over
Play
the
a
girl.
sport.
He was walking home, and then they videotaped it, and then the guy who was fighting stabbed him to death.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Well, there you go. There's
Yeah.
case in point because the stakes are not worth it anymore.
No.
You're
They're not worth it. You're an adult.
Ego has
Play
grown.
a sport.
If you're fighting at this age, your ego has grown to a level where it's.
But they were younger. It was high school, I think. High school, middle school, high school.
Yeah.
There you go.
I get that. I mean, growing up we had, but people like surround them and like, yo, get it done. But like after a certain
But
age,
nobody
it
helped
doesn't make
the
any
kid.
sense.
Everybody just
Yeah,
videotaped.
well, the
Yeah,
world
yeah,
star.
They videotaped shit.
Which kid you speaking of?
The one, the kid that walked somebody's ex-girlfriend home from a party,
Uh-huh.
and then the guy found out, and he was like, "Oh, fight me after school." And then I guess they fought, and then, as they fought, I guess everybody's taping.
That was the New York
But
one.
Yeah,
That the kid
he just got stabbed.
This was where?
I don't know
think
what
Jersey.
road it was.
No, I think it was Jersey. But no, but like also they arrested like 9 people.
The rest of like 9 people.
Really?
Like he got jumped.
Did he get jumped?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
shit.
like 9 people
And
on
he
him.
lived?
And they
No,
killed him.
That's
They
different
killed
than
him.
having
They killed him. They
Yeah.
stabbed him out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
different than having
That's,
That's not the one where they chopped him up. That's
No.
the bodega
This is the one that was just on the news.
Oh,
Yeah.
the bodega. Oh, the guy
I
that
saw
Junior.
that.
No, that wasn't a fight.
No, that was a fight.
that was
They
like a
thought
gang
they
thing.
thought he was somebody else. He raped somebody's sister.
They thought like he
Not
had
rape,
sex with
but,
somebody.
he sex somebody,
Yeah, that's
videotaped
we
it.
not talking
No.
about that.
I think it's this other one. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I do think that's a badge that I've missed out on is being in a fight. I haven't had one in my life, and I think it'd be
Never had a fight.
No. In fact, I foresee, like, I'm getting into more confrontation the older I get, like verbal
Now they come.
confrontation.
We're getting balls.
Do you
You're
feel
like not
prepared?
worried.
Do you feel kind of
No.
prepared?
It's
No,
not about
here's
a
the thing.
fight, though.
I used to be very afraid of confrontations and
Yeah.
afraid that the confrontation would lead to a fight. And now I'm grown confidence, and I can have a verbal confrontation. And what I do predict is one of these verbal confrontations will turn into a fight, and I'll lose. I will definitely lose.
No, it
But
doesn't-
it'll be
Not
intense.
only will you lose, you'll be on World Star, and then everyone's gonna talk about that shit forever.
It depends.
Right
It depends how it's situated. Like some people will not. If it's not like with their crew or whatever, like they might not. Everybody's scared to fight. At the end of the day, nobody
think
wants
so.
to.
It's not
No,
true.
not everybody, not everybody, but like a lot of people are scared. Like in a confrontation, they'll be like, "I really don't want to fight about this," but like I'm yelling at you,
Yeah.
and then that's when like it kicks in a different kind of way.
I'll never be the guy to egg them on, though. I'll
Yeah,
never be
right.
that guy. Come
Yeah.
fucking swing. I'll never
I
be
like
that
fighting.
guy.
I don't like fighting stupid people. I like fighting. It's like if we have a dispute, we
Yeah.
fight and be like, "Good job, you got that," and then walk our separate ways. Like
Yeah.
not a fight where it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my hammer and get my shit."
Yeah.
I
I
can
could
murder
take
you
a-
because I really don't know how to
Yeah.
fight, and I'm really
I could
scared of
take
you.
a-
But
That-
too respectful,
and- And that's the
Like-
problem. Like you can't a lot of people can't take an L.
No, they
and
can't.
It
I don't.
goes from a fight to something a lot
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm speaking for
because they
me.
don't have that self control.
Yeah, I'm speaking for me. I'm not looking forward to that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not looking forward to having. Like, you ever have people just run up on you like, "Yo, yeah, remember me? Remember me?
Yes.
Remember me?" You ever have
I've
people just
seen
come
it.
up to you like that?
Not recently.
Not to me, but I've
No,
seen
I
it.
have
There's
that.
no conversation.
And
after
it's
that,
like,
though.
damn, bro, you bringing that shit up? It's like, I want to go to work,
How old are
bro.
you? How old are you?
I'm like, I'm turned 29
He's
this week.
He's 20. So.
And it's like, bro, I want to go to
No.
work, bro. I'm
Yeah.
not.
You look good for your age.
I'm
Yeah.
like, thank
You're
you.
way younger.
I'm
If you no,
But no, I know exactly what you're saying because like also people like feel like so that's why I always like focus my energy on contact sports because you get the aggression out, and then that's helpful. Like when you're arguing with somebody, you're like, I'm not gonna like throw bows.
That's another
Like
thing.
I don't care.
At my gym, there's a basketball court, and it's like generally 30 to 40 some year olds guys, like clockwork. Once a game, there's going to be an argument about some bullshit that you can't prove. There's no replay, so it's just word against word. It was you travel. I didn't travel. You travel. I didn't travel. Yeah. It gets loud, and then it breaks into the workout room.
I hate. Yeah.
And sometimes people are pushing.
Yeah.
But that's why basketball. I always loved playing basketball, but I hated playing basketball on the street. Like especially when I first moved here in Brooklyn or something, because people are like, "Oh, that's a walk. That's a like whatever."
Respecting our call.
Yeah. But like that's why like
physical.
I played rugby and football, and that was way cooler because you're just like, "All right, you got tackled." That's the end of it.
It was
you can't be like, I didn't like basketball. It gets really annoying.
Yeah. Just move on to the next play. Shoot for it. No one really shoots for it anymore.
Football and track was wrestling. Wrestling, you had to fucking wrestle.
You're like, I got you pinned. Like, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Tap the fuck out.
Yeah, that's it. Because I do love basketball as a game, but it's funny because I played upstate when I was in college and stuff, and I loved basketball. But as soon as I moved to Brooklyn and stuff,
that's my favorite
and started to play, though, people will be like, walk, no, and you're like, oh my god, what are we here for? It's always an argument.
It's always the
it's out of nowhere. Yeah,
it's always traveling. It's like either you carry the ball, like, nah, I didn't carry the ball. Yo, you went like this.
Yeah.
And then you dribble again, like, nah, I didn't go like this. I went like this.
Yes.
And it's like,
the guy who says it's a carry is exaggerating it.
Yeah.
The guy who says it's not.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Was doing perfect. So it's both lying.
Like when it comes to basketball, it's like there's always one person who knows exactly what they're talking about, and then you always have like two other people who don't know exactly what the fuck they're talking about, and they're trying to cheat.
I love the teammates that back each other up, and the teammate was nowhere near the incident, but he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw it perfectly."
No. I like the part when when it's like a whole bunch of different courts, and people from another game just come up and say, "No, you traveled. Respect that man's call."
Yeah, they're getting texted. But it's exactly what you're saying. But no. I feel like that's what's wrong with basketball too, especially like playing like in the courts. Is the same way you're saying people before in a fight couldn't take an L. Yeah. Some people in basketball, they're like, "Oh, this guy crossed me up."
The ego's too.
And then it's like, no, he walked. He walked. They won't even he'll cross him up, and he's going for the layup, and the guy's already walked away. He's like, nah. And it's like, are you kidding me? I don't know. That's why basketball in the hood it just gets.
But
although there is some great people. I remember when I first moved to Brooklyn and saw dudes like doing alley-oops to each other, and I was like, what the fuck?
You don't know what you got yourself into.
I was like, where the hell did this come from?
Brooklyn always been.
I know.
I like the athleticism.
The athleticism is great.
The fucking mockery, the bickering that comes with it.
Well, especially coming from upstate, though. But I mean, like coming down, and you're like, wow, these guys are like superstar athletes. Why aren't they in college? And then they start arguing over the travel. You're like, oh, that's why. It's
no
like
self-control.
you just don't know how to act.
But the good thing about it is that even though you keep, I catch it a few times. Like even though the tension's that high, but nobody swings. And they still keep playing, the game gets a lot better.
Oh, yeah. It definitely gets better. It definitely gets better.
When you want to fucking show them with your game.
Show them with your game.
It's an amazing
game. But that's why West 4th Street's so great. Because they pump it up, but they have actual refs.
And then you guys, you can almost bond afterwards. Like, you kind of had this fucking tension.
When the respect is there.
That's the thing that was the best about rugby. Like, you used to beat the shit out of each other. Yeah. But then after the game, everybody's drinking beers.
I think it's a war.
I never played rugby.
You literally beat the hell out of each other. But after the game, it's called a drink up, and the two teams meet, and you guys are like, oh, good hit.
Yeah.
But during the game, like you're like,
it's an animalistic part.
Yeah, but afterwards you're like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
which is it's fun. But like you can't play rugby.
That's the sad part about getting old is that I won't be able to play as much of these.
That's what you have kids for.
Yell at them.
Yell at them. I mean, your dad and your bleachers. Like,
outside of fights, do you guys take like martial arts or anything like that?
I used to when I was a kid. I tried to study as much as I could.
Last year I was taking my
I was a gister. I studied a gist of everything.
You studied martial arts?
Great.
Yeah, I took like Brazilian jiu-jitsu for a while. I'm looking up this new boxing thing. I'm like, let me go try boxing also.
How long did you do jiu-jitsu?
Good. I did like a little bit over a year. I had like a 4th stripe white belt. And but it's ground fighting and all that. So I learned a lot. Got my ass kicked a lot. You understand what I'm saying?
Like the spars, right?
What they call rolling and all that shit.
Well, that's what they say. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. It's just that the good thing about it is that,
Yeah.
It's like, wow, I really can't fight. Like,
Yeah.
I'm alright.
like,
Senior nature.
yo, there was this guy. His name was Rob, and this guy, he always outrode me, out wrestled me, whatever it was. Like he had me feel like a little prison bitch. Like I honestly feel like that because I tried anything and everything possible to escape, to not get tapped out. But this dude just handled me. You understand? And it kind of gives you like some sort of humility. It's like
It's humbling, right?
Yeah, it's like you're not as tough as you think you are.
Well, that's what they say about martial arts too.
I never think I'm too.
There's always somebody tough.
You get you're the nail until you become the hammer.
Yeah,
that's what they say. They're like, you're going to get fucked up until you actually start fucking people up, and that's when you're like, okay, this is now fun.
Exactly.
Also, could you imagine like Floyd Mayweather? He's 5'7"? 5'6"? 5'7"? Yeah. Imagine him coming up to your girl and smacking her on the ass. You'd be like, yo, I'm going to take this guy to town. And pop. He'd be
that. If I knew who he was, I'd be like...
Not if you knew who he was, but I'm saying like a guy that small.
Absolutely.
And if he was like, yo, what's up? I'm taking your girl. And you'd be like, yo, get out of the way. And then like, dude, he's got 12 punches on him before he even blinked.
I mean, that's just boxing.
He wouldn't know.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, like, I'm saying like, people that are professional fighters can kick any of our asses.
Yeah, they kick any of our asses and so forth.
Yeah, anyway,
but
Floyd Mayweather would beat you up.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so because the way Floyd fights in the ring is not the same way you fight in the street.
Oh yeah, I'm dirty.
It's two different things.
I'm not fighting Floyd Mayweather.
I can't
straight up.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can't wait for this to take off. I'm gonna pay for you and Floyd to have a bar fight.
Yeah.
Floyd will fuck you up, dude. Yeah. Dude, he's a fighter.
I've stood next
Look.
He's a street. He's a street.
Unless
fighter.
Floyd got some other things on his tactic, the way he fights in the ring, you can't use it in a fight.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a bull.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, dude. He throw. All right.
No. I'm not saying it's not possible.
No.
I'm not saying it's not possible for Floyd to.
Now, if he lands one, he might not get the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You're not gonna, dude. Have you seen him on the bag?
That's why you're
not
going
gonna
to
see
get
it
that close to that.
Yeah, but he's not going to fight a boxer in a boxer way.
Hell
he's not doing
He's
that.
not doing that.
You're
But
going
I'm
to
saying,
chair. You're going to
exactly.
No, but it doesn't even matter. I'm
he
saying,
stab
yeah, we're going to the floor.
You're still
going to the floor. Exactly.
You're a big
python.
Yeah, you're a big dude. You're gonna walk in with a shotgun, but he's still gonna be like a fucking Marine over there with an M16. You're cut up.
Well, you
doesn't
you're
matter.
not talking to fight now. You're talking to
shoot.
shootout.
I'm just saying it's the same thing.
You're using it as a metaphor, right?
Yeah, metaphor. Yeah.
Okay.
How quick Floyd's gonna be. It doesn't matter if you have a big punch or like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's pretty quick, but
Yeah.
Street fights are like if you're
something tells me Floyd probably never really fired a gun.
I'm not saying he's gonna do
it. You ever watch like street fights and stuff on
he's definitely got guns.
on YouTube when World Star? Those street fights end really fast.
Yeah, street fights
super gruesome. They're like not fun at all. But they fall and they still swing on the while they're like punches.
I mean, that's how most fights are. But I'm not looking forward to that.
I put it on it.
Oh, you already got it.
Yeah, put your name on it.
So I'm not really looking forward to that shit.
No, I don't fight. I as you get older, you appreciate the fights that you get out of more than the fights that you get into. Now I'm in the point like, look, I'm so glad I avoided that because it wasn't that worth it, you know, at all.
It literally never is. It's like 0.1% of the fights.
Like sometimes I'm like, man, I really want to fucking fight this guy. Like I just I want to take it up, but I know, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I used to work door at a pretty rough bar upstate, and that was a lot of fun because people would like start fights, but you just break it up. So you just grab one person, but everybody's on your side.
Yeah.
So that was fun because you're like, oh, they're getting into it. You grab it. The only time I got punched in the face was by this black chick. Yeah. Fucking.
What about fighting women?
I didn't hit her back. I was just like, okay, we have to.
I know. Playing women's a lose-lose.
I want to hit a woman.
It's like playing basketball with women. You know, like either you look like a dick because you beat them,
take the charge,
or they are really good and they destroy you, and then you're the fucking bitch.
That was the one time anybody like really tried to fight me was that chick who punched me right in the face. But like I would just, she punched me, she like cocked back again. I just got behind her and like gave her a. I just grabbed her up because I was like, what am I gonna do? Like you're saying,
this wasn't even a fight. It was late at night. You know the tunnel by the World Trade Center. How you got to walk to the 6th train. There's a long ramp.
Okay.
He's this guy is coming up. He's got a jacket on, so we can't tell who's husky or not. He's on his phone, and he's just looking down the whole time. And I'm walking straight ahead, and we do. You ever shoulder check somebody?
Jesus.
So he's not looking, and there's no line here. It's just me and him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look up, and I was like, he's not gonna move. I'm not gonna move.
Oh,
And none of us moved, and shoulder check, and we like two rams. Just we both
So
looked
he
up.
didn't know you were ahead.
No, he didn't know.
Okay,
I was
so
ahead.
you knew.
But
You
but
said, I'm
I
staying on
felt
the
like he
course.
felt
'Cause
me.
this-
I'm staying my
You
course.
thought he was disrespecting you. That's
Yes,
how you read
get
it.
out of my get out of my course.
Right?
And
Of course.
he thought I was gonna bounce out the way, and I was solid.
I bounced out the way.
But I knocked. But it was like he was a solid dude. Like we were both solid, but he thought he was gonna get the win.
Yes.
And then, but I knocked him out of looking at his phone.
Yeah.
And
Did he come back to you?
no, I just kept walking.
Yeah,
And that was the
that's kinda
fight.
cool.
That was it.
Well, that's how little things start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could
Like,
easily
that
been
curve,
if there was
bro.
if there was a hot girl around or somebody else around,
Oh.
to be like, oh man, that
She's like,
person
I'm
saw
fucking
it.
whoever wins this fight. And you're like, okay. Well,
Yo,
let's
that's
go.
the
Nature.
worst thing. Is the audience.
Yeah.
The audience
Oh,
makes
yeah.
it worse.
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
comments.
Of course.
Not
People
there are
like,
people
fuck him
there.
out.
People there.
Fuck him
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
Fuck him up. Leave him alone.
It inflates the ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let him
Yeah.
say that to you.
Yeah. What are you,
Don't
a
let him-
bitch?
And then,
What are you, a
and then
bitch?
after that, let's say you get into an argument with somebody like a few weeks later who happened to be there when you almost got to that fight. You be like, well, you didn't do shit.
Yeah.
When motherfuckers came
And
and
they tell
pressing
the
you.
obvious
yeah,
story.
yeah.
Motherfucker.
They're like, oh
Yeah, we out
man,
here pressing
you
the
tripped. You fucking.
pussy.
That
Get out
audience,
of here,
that,
pussy.
that audience that builds is it's like it's in your a mentally unstable person's head. Is basically extrapolate that into that bus that you're in where that's happening,
Well,
and those voices are the same things. You know,
especially like in high school, or like if you don't have anything to lose.
I'm real.
That's why, like, whenever if I'm in but I'm saying like if I'm in like a place in like a poor area or something, and someone kind of challenges me, I'm always a bitch. I'm like, yeah, all right, you got it, because I got more to lose than them. I'm like, yeah, all right, this is like what your whole livelihood
I
put
don't.
on.
It's no second thought for me. You know,
I
Yeah.
found Jesus, but don't test me.
Is there an age limit for street fighting? Myron wants to know.
Yes,
Myron's
15,
15.
or else you're getting like court.
I don't know.
You're getting
bro.
charged as an adult at
mean,
16.
Me, I'm not looking
18
forward to
maybe,
it.
yeah.
But
No,
at the same
16.
time, I'm trying to be prepared for it. That's
What's the cutoff to be charged as a minor? 17,
I think
18?
no 16 in New York
16?
State. It's
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
So like if you're over that,
Because you could hit somebody, they
It
hit
could
their
be
head,
different
they're
if you
dead,
were-
you go to jail.
no, but I'm
It
saying
could
you,
be different
yeah,
if
no,
you
but you
were-
hit the
when I-
wrong
when I-
person.
yeah.
Your whole life is
Absolutely.
defined by that.
Yeah.
That's it.
When I
It's
learned
over.
that it doesn't matter how good of a fighter you are, that person takes one trip, hits their head on a fire hydrant or a door.
Yeah.
You're done.
You know,
You're done.
they die. You thought, hey, I just hit him one time.
And you don't even
Street
know.
fights are serious, man.
Yeah,
You could be
yeah.
literally beaten to death by another
Absolutely.
person's hand.
Or you hit the wrong person, their dad's somebody, and their dad's somebody, and then
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Absolutely.
You're done.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
I mean-
It's over.
I mean, the thing is,
I gotta make sure I'm not in the wrong.
Yeah, because
that's
the
the only
thing
way.
about street fights is that look, you know, after is either you're gonna be in the hospital
Absolutely.
or the police.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking forward to either.
And I need the audience to say, no, he was defending the baby or something.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I have to be the
That's
good
going
guy.
back to the beginning where I
Yeah.
said, like, if you're over 15 and get into fights, you're an idiot.
No.
But
Because you're just
but-
going
that's
to
what-
fuck your
and those
life.
world star
Yeah,
videos
but
always start midway
I
too.
somewhat disagree with you because unfortunately, when you do go out to bars or you do go out,
none of that shit.
there's always one or two
No.
dickheads who always want to try and start some shit, who's trying to be disrespectful and all
Yep.
that. And it's like, yo, bruh, just let me be. And then next thing you know,
Well, you
That's
have to
the
stand
wrong
up
part.
for yourself.
you have to
You
stand
do
up
have
for yourself.
to
And
present.
unfortunately, that may lead to a fight, even though you don't want that to happen.
Well, yeah.
That's why I don't.
But
I think
that's
you
what-
got to stop once it gets there.
Yeah.
The fight is not worth it. But
Pushing,
you have
pushing or
to
something.
stand up.
Yeah, and like knowing people are going to break it up is different. The most badass thing I think I've ever done in my life was when I first moved here. I was probably 24,
Mhm.
23, 24. I was talking shit to this guy who was talking shit to me, and his buddy sucker punched me.
Nice.
But I didn't drop, and I just looked in his face, started laughing.
Mm.
It felt good.
Pretty hard.
Well,
I mean-
it felt good. I was
You
like,
didn't
I didn't
you
feel it. I didn't
throw
feel
a
it.
punch.
Yeah, I was like, what are you gonna do?
I'm saying
Because
it's like
it bounces by that
those
point.
world star videos, they always start, whatever, like when it's too. You don't
Well,
even get the
they're mostly high
story.
school.
You never
Yeah.
know the full
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
You know. So I was thinking
Get the
you should.
excitement.
Yeah, during the fight, you should be yelling out, which side you're on, so that when it's put on video later, people know who to root for.
Check in.
You know, as you're punching, like I was saving a baby.
Oh,
It
what you were doing? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I just want to hear crazy.
was a
A
bit
crazy-
I had to say.
You had to get it out. I'm the good guy.
Well, a crazy bar story. So this cop, when I worked the bar, worked the door, this bar upstate, this cop used to always hang out. This guy, one time, him and his buddy got into an argument, fight, blah, blah, blah. Threw the one guy out. He left. He went to his car. He grabbed a big knife, like a fucking big knife, and he started to try to come back into the bar, and I shut the door because I'm like, I'm not like dying over this. So I shut the door, and this cop saw it, and he was like, all right. He came out on the ground. Literally definition of a knife to a gunfight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Taser?
Yeah.
Was that a taser or a gun?
No, he was an off-duty cop. He just came out with the gun. He's like, drop.
It's over.
Yeah,
And the guy, like, yeah, they brought the cops, but I was like, yeah, fucking shoot him.
Yeah. I mean, he bought a deadly weapon. He bought another deadly
Yeah,
weapon. That's
he
it.
was an off-duty cop. He's like, yo, no, you're done now, dude.
Yeah.
And now he could be like, oh, you're also threatening a cop because
Absolutely.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the law.
you see-
He doesn't know, but it's the law, man. That's why all that stuff,
Yeah, he could've
they could just
finished.
fucking,
You see,
well, no, but they could,
a lot of cops like to play those type of games.
yeah. Oh,
First, they play tough guy when they know they got you, but then when they get their ass whooped, all of a sudden they now police officer.
That's the
And
game.
so I'm like, really?
the same way when I worked at that bar too, I had so many off-duty cops that would come in and get hammered, like fucking couldn't walk drunk, drive home. Saw them all the time because they're like they're cops.
They're
They're like
above the
if somebody
law,
pulls me
man.
over, they're like, all right, yeah, whatever, go ahead. Yeah, but I'm like, do you know how many people's like lives you've ruined? Like I don't know. That, but it's the same. It's the same way. Like people have to be smarter about like emotions because this is the society we fucking live in.
That's why
You're 16 years old. You get into a fight because somebody like looked at your girl the wrong way.
YouTube comments.
Your
what's
whole
up
your whole
comments?
life is fucked.
You know, I mean, would these things be just as big as an issue if they weren't made out to the public?
Street fights?
Yeah.
Street fights will happen regardless.
No, I'm saying, would they be as big as an issue if these weren't like?
Because you wouldn't know about it, so no.
Do you think the
But
Lone Star stuff is ruining people's like lives?
I don't think it is. I think it.
It's like Maury. It's like a form of entertainment.
Right.
That's
But World Star is way more prevalent than like Maury had to pick and choose. World Star, you can see anything.
It doesn't let you live past it because when something goes on the internet,
And it's that fight.
yeah, and it's that for whatever it is, it doesn't let you leave it in the past, even though you're trying so hard. And then when you keep having people keep constantly reminding you, it's one thing if 4 people constantly remind you, but when you got like 4,000 people,
I'm sure. Here's what
Shit's like all
I
day.
think is it burns hot for it's hotter, but the period won't be as long.
Well,
Like
no,
it'll be
I-
like 6 months straight. But then
but
so much content flies through that eventually the next fight becomes the next thing. You know,
Yeah.
but I don't have experience talking to these people that have been in fights. But that's
All right. The next question: do you think it's cool to let your girl brawl if she felt disrespected by another girl? Yes. I don't give a fuck. Women are treated differently. The judicial system and everything.
I was at a club
That's
and I was
not
talking
me.
to this girl all night, right? And she had a fight with another girl at the end, and then she got tased in the face. She got straight. That was she was still swinging, and I took her home, and we still did stuff.
Oh,
Jimmy,
I was like, I can't
Jimmy?
date that.
Jimmy, my wife is an Italian Jersey girl. I've had to break up fights from her with like someone that like accidentally like forgets to say hi to her.
No.
Like when we come to a
I
party,
would try to
she's
talk
like,
some
"What the
sense.
fuck you saying?" I gotta be like, "All right." But no, it's
If
different
I know
between
she
men and
can't
women.
fight, if I know
It's
she
different
can't fight,
between men
I'm
and
like,
women.
yo, babe, you need to fall
But
back.
it's definitely
if I know she's she got her shit.
it's treated different
I
socially
don't know.
and by the
I don't think
judicial
I've been in
system.
a situation, but I think with me it's like, nah, you're not gonna get hurt. I'm not gonna take the chance.
I wouldn't.
We're gonna walk away.
I tried to
Yeah,
talk her
but
out
that's
of
your
it.
job.
I'm not
to
gonna
like be
hold
like,
it back.
no, I've held my wife back from fights.
Yeah,
She's a
hot.
hothead though. Yeah, I've held her back because
Can she fight though?
Oh yeah, she's a
Yeah.
played captain of the
Hands?
hockey team. Yeah, no, Jersey Italian.
I mean,
Joanne.
regardless if she can or
Joanne's
can't,
got
that's me. I'm like, nah, we're not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't like encourage. That's why I've been like, all right, like we're done here.
Yeah.
But the entire thing too, where you guys were talking before, I think the biggest reason I didn't get in more fights in high school, I got in a few, but the whole thing because like that's going to be your brand. If you lose a fight in high school, you guys are talking about the internet. These are people that directly deal with you.
Yeah.
I went to a bigger high school. You'll be that guy that got his ass kicked,
Yeah.
and that defines it.
Yeah, but
because people don't know how to lose. So these people were like, "Oh, I would have done this or that."
I don't know, man. Yeah. In middle school, people knew I wasn't fighting anybody. They were like, they would see me and I'd get picked on. It wasn't like if I lost a fight, it'd be any worse.
I'm just saying, I know people that got their asses kicked in high school, and I still remember their name. So even when their name comes up, Facebook or something, I'm still kind of like, oh yeah, that's that guy that guy's ass kicked.
Yeah, but what's that word? What is you thinking about him that way? That doesn't change his life at all.
It's in your psyche. Because those are development years. And if everybody knows that guy you got the ass kicked.
You got your ass kicked.
Yeah.
And, who's the girl's name? Her name was Ashley. I always remember her because she always lost fights.
Yeah.
And she always lost to Haitian girls for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I actually remember this girl. Even though I haven't seen her in like years. Like,
you do, but,
No, it sucks, but it's just the way
because I don't have
this is the
any
podcast. He's like, where's all the people? It's the podcast before the
it's
mic.
because I have no connection with her.
Hang out.
Like, I have no other connection with her.
So that's
other
your
than the
thing.
fact
Yeah.
I saw her get her ass kicked.
That's I know some people like that on Facebook that are friends, and like I'm sure they've done other things, but like in my mind, especially in the high school mind, that was always the most shocking to me. That's why I never picked a fight. Like I've had fights picked with me, but I was always like I wouldn't engage in the fight unless I was like I know I can win. Other than that, I'm like no. I'm not gonna be that guy.
I wouldn't start the fight. I'm not the.
I never start a fight.
Yeah,
but if somebody like was like
at
trying to start a fight with me,
you know what? You win some,
absolutely.
You lose some. That's it. You just gotta take it like that. Especially if you're a stripper. So that's it.
You definitely have to. I think a lot of culture is really behind it taking it like a man.
Nah, man.
We should be more open to fighting.
Nah, you ever see these strippers? Yo, these strippers are hard, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Like them locker room fights. Shit, man. I don't know who's seen locker room more. Strippers
money's involved.
Or NBA legends. You understand what I'm saying? It's just crazy. No, because you're right. It is money involved. Because you ever be
stakes are high.
You ever be at a gentleman's club and at the day you throwing dollars at one girl, and then the other girl just come around, she trying to dance.
Like, get some of that money.
I'm like, no, that's for her.
Yeah.
Go away, and then next thing you know, they just fight right then and there.
Really?
Yeah.
You go to some sketchy places.
Flat
I'm not going.
No. But I'm just saying.
It happened on 59th Street.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Look,
What kind of establishment is this?
Reality
You guys even have finger
Yes.
fingers.
Girls who do reality shows.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, I'm like, I'm not looking forward to fight them. Like,
I think maybe it'd be better if our culture was more open about fighting.
Spartans.
Yeah, like let them fight because then you learn to lose. Because too many kids, like that's
My
what you're
kids
talking
don't know
about.
how to fight.
People, but they need to
good.
learn how to lose a fight.
Yeah, like
That's the big thing. Be like, yo, if you got your ass kicked,
Sportsmanship.
it doesn't make him a better man than you. It doesn't mean anything. You just lost
then
that. You
I
lost
can
that
lose,
fight.
I remember.
You don't come home. You're not going to eat tonight.
You like the garbage can?
Oh, you sleeping.
Where you sleeping?
He said more open to fighting. I remember there was like this dude. He was like an MMA fighter. He decided to become a superhero and try to fight crime. This is in like Washington. So apparently,
yeah, no friends.
Is this the DC shooter?
No, not the DC shooter.
That's a fun to kick ass.
Yes, kick ass.
This is Washington State.
I spent that several times.
Washington
Is
State.
he still alive?
I think so. Apparently, in Washington State, there's something called a mutual fighting ground law, where dudes can fight each other in front of the cops. And apparently, he dressed like a superhero. He's trying to stop one dude from preventing a crime. He fucking beat the guy up, and the cop said, "That's it. It's done.
It's done?
Yeah, it's done." Like, I think Washington got like this mutual fighting ground law.
What did he dress as?
Oh shit, I don't remember. It's like a combination of Bumblebee and some other yellow cat. He's wearing yellow. That's what I'm.
Bumblebee.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think Americans.
Bumblebee from The Simpsons?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, from the Transformers.
Transformers.
I think Americans in general need to just be better at like losing at things. Like that's the way we have like the no.
This is America, bro.
I'm not saying it's a nation.
You know how much money we spend on military?
You're talking to a Trump supporter, so yes, I know. I'm not saying it's a nation. I mean like individual. Like you go to Europe, the only place they have the only places they have dividers for urinals are in America.
Yeah.
You know why? Because everybody's scared, like, oh, is my dick smaller than this other guy?
No.
Accept it.
No.
Guys got bigger dicks. Guys can be better fighters. Guys can be stronger.
No.
Americans really, like, in, like, this kind of way,
We're number one.
no, it's not about America.
That's our motto.
It's not about America. It's about
Yo, we get
individualism.
worried when USA
That's what I'm
basketball
talking
lose
about.
one game.
Absolutely.
That's not what I'm talking
You
about.
think we gonna take
That's
that?
not what I'm talking about at all. I'm saying, like, people in competition, the same way where it fights, you need to learn how to lose. You need to learn, like, your dick's not as big. You can't bench as much as the other guy. and America tries to
Are
shelter
you trying to
everybody
tell
off.
us something?
No.
Yeah, I think people.
No.
Yeah, it's very nice. But people try to shelter each other off.
No.
And they're like, oh, no, you can't lose in an individual competition.
No.
Americans, that's
No.
the most scary thing. That's why Americans individually do not like to lose fights. That's why big penises are like at the top of like porn for Americans.
That's right.
It's not like
get
a
on
thing.
board. You know?
Yeah.
Now that
Yeah,
you're
you go
saying,
sit over there.
now that you're
No, he gets it because he's smart.
This
No.
penis stuff. You're right. Yeah,
Penis
small
stuff.
penises have just as much place.
Thank you,
in
Peter.
No, don't touch me.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
agree. That was
There
me.
shouldn't be a fear of losing in an individual. As a
You're
nation,
scared about
yes.
your shit. You're
As a
scared about
nation,
your
no.
shit.
As
Fuck
a nation, yes,
Fuck no.
but not individually. We should
Fuck
not be
no.
scared of competition and losing.
I mean, I don't think people. Well, as you just said, but
It's not an option.
but you know, you need to always win, and you know, when you have that mentality, it's not an option.
Oh
Like-
yeah,
like-
I could lose.
Like we still here. Like America's still here.
You're
I
so
think you
disappointed.
should. I think
I can feel your disappointment.
I think you should have the attitude where, okay, I could lose this, but I did some things well.
No, fuck that.
No, fuck that, because
No.
you don't even know the score of the different game.
Hmm?
You could have more rushing yards than a team and be like, oh, we beat him in rushing,
No, win or
but we
lose.
lost the
No.
score.
No.
You guys are all right.
No.
Did we
This
win?
is what's wrong with America.
Yeah, did we
Jimmy
win?
Peoples.
I'm a win or lose fan. Did they win or lose? Am
that's-
I watching next week?
That's like having a war. Like, oh, we have more snipers. We have
Yeah.
more.
No, it's not like that at all.
Tank grenades.
Did we get
No,
the
we
We
island?
dropped more bombs.
No, it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
Shoot, America's mad because they still lost to Vietnam. What
Yeah,
kind of shit?
fuck that.
Like, they not
Yeah,
letting that
except,
shit
no,
go.
we won Vietnam, didn't we?
No,
But we have the biggest budget, right? We're still
y'all
kicking
still got
ass.
your ass whooped.
Yeah, we gotta.
No.
Still
What are
got
we,
your
y'all?
ass
What are you,
whooped.
Vietnamese now?
Yeah, I'm Vietnamese. Ho Chi Minh. Ching, ching, chong.
America got his ass whooped. So yeah, we won that. We won.
Yeah, I
won,
ain't win
right?
that one.
We left,
You lost
we
on that.
left
Still mad
ourselves.
about that.
No, that's like having a kid getting divorced and be like, you know what? I didn't even want to have a kid.
What time is it? Oh, we got two. All right.
You happy that this is how the pod ended?
I'm glad you guys saved it because I wasn't in the mood today, and maybe that's what happened.
You was in the mood, man.
Huh?
Like talking about fights
What's
and
that?
shit.
You were
No.
I thought this is a nice
good.
podcast.
Alphonse, tell me where they can find you.
Y'all can find me at the Weeksville Heritage Center. I give tours, history in Brooklyn, 158 Buffalo Avenue. Yeah, history tours.
That's a no
Tours of
plug.
what?
About a free black settlement founded in Brooklyn, New York in the
shit.
1830s.
That's
Y'all can
dope.
find me there. Weeksville Heritage Center. Where's Alphonse? That's my Instagram. I'm out here trying to find some shows and all
You got a
that.
YouTube channel?
No, I got no YouTube.
You should take. You ever take those tours?
Nah, I never did because we don't have video in there. But maybe I
You
should.
should. Just hold your camera up and take.
He doesn't want to get too big.
Yeah, man.
Huge.
You know?
I'm getting to
You
you.
have like a random fight break out.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Nah, not inside the house. Not inside the house. It's the world's sexiest tour guide.
Zach,
World's
yeah.
sexiest.
Zach Benzing, Instagram,
I dropped that now.
every Wednesday, Alligator Lounge for an open mic, and then once a month a show on the same time, 8 to 11. And then I got 2 book shows in Long Island in October 15th at
Mark Norman.
Barton's. I did open for Mark Norman. I don't know why that was so funny to everybody.
You guys love Mark Norman.
I don't. I just opened for him. I was like, I literally said it. I was
saw
like, I'm
Mark
open for Mark
Norman in a
Norman.
t-shirt.
Everybody's like, are you kidding me? I was like, yeah, I'm better than you guys. But yeah. So, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
PeterWongComedy.com. Check my YouTube. Search Peter Wong.
You have a website. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And we're matching. Look at this side.
Oh, I have an LLC now, so
Nobody
I'm starting with a
gives a
website.
shit. Give it up for them real quick.
Tax, dude. I don't fix my phone.
Another episode of the Weekend Pod. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jim Peoples TV. We're here every day, Monday to Friday at Idle Strungenhead. Thank you for them for letting us do this. At 2:15 for the podcast, 3 o'clock for the open mic. The other open mic is on Saturday at 4:30 for the podcast. And
Where at?
5:30 at Niagara Bar. That's it. See you tomorrow. Bye. Happy Monday.
Happy Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.